Hello, Flo here with another adventure that you can take with me. I need to sorry, I'm struggling. This is all candid, not scripted. I need to come up with a little lingo or stupid catchphrase that I say at the beginning of my hikes. I haven't really thought it out, so I just say something slightly different every time. Anyway, I'll think of something. So here's the next crater. I'm kind of down in the crater. It's not like a full ring this time, so there's not like a ridge all the way around. It's like maybe halfway around, and it's right up above me. So I'm looking for the far end of it down this way, and then I'll go up and circle around the top, and then it connects with another crater, which I don't know if I'll do those as two separate recordings or all in one, because they're very connected. Like imagine a letter M or a rounded letter E that's got two kind of half circles on it that are connected on one end. That's kind of the shape of these craters that I'm going up to, approximately. Actually, yeah, kind of like McDonald's arches. Very similar to that shape. So I think this is probably the far end of what I'm looking for. Just hit that plant, so let me make sure I'm clean on the lens before I get started. Look at how abrupt that edge of this thing is. That's crazy. It also looks like there might have been like a road through here, and I think also if the sun was out I would be seeing some blue shiny rocks here. These look like the blue shiny rocks that I've seen elsewhere, but because the sun's not shining on them, they look more like a really dark cobalt, or basically black. So anyway, but yeah, I bet there was a road, and I don't remember. I'm not gonna get my phone out, but this probably is a former road here, which is kind of interesting. So that's probably why that stopped so abruptly. They probably cut off with a road, and it's not its normal, or it's not the original form on the bottom. Oh, this looks like it'll be kind of challenging to get up. It's one of those take 2 steps and lose 1.5 as you slide down kind of a scenario. But I'll just take it one step at a time. I think once I get up this first hump, it'll be less talus or scree. I always forget what the difference between talus and scree is. I think I'm starting to get the very initial stages of a hot spot or blister on my big toe. Done a lot of hiking today. Not necessarily by length, like I haven't gone a bunch of miles or anything, but actually doing sort of a switchback right here might help. Yeah, not by distance, but just by number of hikes and kind of the severity of going on these rough rocks and stuff wears on my feet a little bit. I thought of another hybrid way to label my numbering system. I think it might work. I just have to get used to it, so I'll mess it up first couple times I try it, I think, but actually there's 2 different ways to do it. I could do what I was just thinking though is I can put a mark on the map if I haven't already assigned one, just the overall number. Like this is P64, for example. And so I'll take the time to put that first feature name on there, feature number, and then I won't have to worry about forgetting, skipping, or reassigning the same number twice or whatever. But then I just have to remember the ABCs after that, which isn't that hard. But yeah, if I assign the overall feature number first and actually do that on my phone, then I should be in business. I think that's what I'll do. Not that you were wondering, but just letting you know. And sometimes I don't really assign points along the way anyway. I might be satisfied to just call this whole thing P64 and not bother doing P64A and B and C. Just kind of depends. There is an actual method to my madness, or a reason why I do things a certain way, but I don't think anybody would be particularly interested to know. Oh, this is cool. This is very similar in shape and appearance to that horseshoe shaped one I did a few days ago, or uploaded a few days ago. I did the hike on the 7th, I think, but now it's the 18th. This is cool. Sun's not out like it was earlier, so it's not quite as scenic or cool lighting conditions, but it's still nice. As long as it doesn't start snowing again, I think I'm okay. Even if it snows, I'm okay. I just will be annoyed when the droplets get on my lens or camera. It's not supposed to snow, but it might snow later tonight. So I probably won't stay out super late because of that, primarily. So yeah, so far nothing on this is telling me I gotta put a P64A and B and C, as I'm okay with just hiking along it, so that'll save some time. I'd like to pump out a few more adventures today before my time runs out, and thankfully there's a lot of stuff to do in this very concentrated area, so I can probably get one or two more in and still safely get back before dark. Oh, that's one thing I was going to mention earlier, and I don't think I mentioned it in one of my earlier videos, but one of the huge, actually there's multifaceted benefits to having my Jeep or a car or whatever again. Like the amount of time that I have to spend riding my bike out to these crazy far locations. I mean, we're really far from any civilization, and so I have to ride out here. It takes hours to get here, and not only that, but my energy is just robbed from the ride. Like, I have to be honest, I've actually really enjoyed those rides. Like, I was gonna get a picture here or there. I was really enjoying that. It was good exercise, and it felt like kind of basic life, you know, like a person that actually chooses to ride a bike to work or ride the bus instead of having a car, or, you know, someone that is tight on their income and can't afford it or whatever. And that's where I was. My car was busted and I couldn't afford to fix it, so anyway, it's kind of a nice feeling, and it is raining. That sucks. Oh, I'll watch the lens. Again, I've mentioned this, but my camera is generally waterproof, but the lenses get covered by those little droplets, and I can't really see them sometimes. They're so small. Oh, I hope the rain lets up though. Seems like kind of a... Oh man, actually I see some serious clouds. I don't think it's going anywhere. I think it's going to be here for a while. That sucks. The other thing is, I don't know if I threw my raincoat into my backpack. It's in the, I know I brought it in the Jeep, but it might not be here with me, so I might be doomed to get soaked. This might actually kind of be a party pooper for the rest of my day, unless this passes over real quick. I'm gonna have to wipe this thing off like every 30 seconds or less. It's gonna be a pain. Let me try to blast through this and just have a lucky streak where the rain maybe just lets up for long enough. It doesn't look like it's going to, though. It looks pretty, those clouds over there look pretty full of rain. They might be short-lived, though. Sometimes these things just pass through in just a matter of 10 or 15 minutes. But when I'm only doing videos for like half hour, 10 or 15 minutes feels like an eternity. I don't know what to do. This is going to be a nuisance to continually deal with this. Battery's getting kind of low on this one. I'll just try to speed through some of this. Keep wiping my camera every minute or so. See if I can make it to the end, and I might have to call the rest of the day on account of rain. It was not expected until like 4, 5, 6, 7 p.m. and it's not even, I think it's like maybe 2 p.m., 1 p.m., I don't know. I could also like wait it out here under a tree, but obviously not gonna film all that waiting. I don't know. Not sure what to do. It's disappointing. But sometimes there's a reason, you know, that you don't know. Like it's better to just call it when it's reasonable to head back. I'm guessing this will pass. I feel like I can kind of see light at the end of the cloud a little bit, but that might take a while to get past. So I'll try to finish this adventure just by wiping the, by blasting my camera, by wiping the lens every once in a while and just get through it. And then if it doesn't stop raining by the time I'm at the end of this, I'll just probably head home. I don't mind hiking in the rain. I have the gear for it generally, but when I'm trying to do these recordings, and I really enjoy doing these recordings for some reason, it's kind of been my hobby the last month or so. I don't remember when I started my 360 uploading, but I mean, I have some older 360 videos on there from like a year ago, but I've only been uploading regularly quite recently. It's actually basically replaced the hobby of doing live streams, and I feel like it has a ticking time to it because of the changing season. I only have so many more days that I can get out, so that's why I've been kind of doing it a lot lately, is taking advantage of the clear days that I have. The very few clear days, like even though I've been uploading a lot of content, it's like a bunch of hikes done on the same day. It's not like I'm going out every day. And I wasn't really doing much of anything for almost a week when my friend was here helping me work on the Jeep, which was very much needed in my life to get that done. But I wasn't doing any of my normal routines or activities. I feel like, can't tell because I'm under this tree, but I feel like the rain is sort of getting lighter, but could be deceptive. Literally, as soon as I wipe off the lens, another drop gets on there instantly. It'd be awesome if they came up with some kind of gadget that made the drops go away. Another idea, like before I was talking about like a little fan that could blow the drops off before they hit, but another idea would be to have a superheated lens that just evaporates the drops almost just within seconds after they hit the lens. But the problem with that is heat is not the friend of cameras. Don't want to add more heat. But I bet the concept would work. The idea is sound, I think. Except for the overheating the chips and card and everything inside. Okay. So, I'm not sure, but I think this might be the middle arch of the M shape that I was referring to. I don't really know without looking at the map, but it's my impression. I might just do like one side of the arc today. Not do the other one just because of the rain situation. That's frustrating. I mean, I'm not that frustrated, but it's just like, I didn't think it was going to rain at all today. But that's how it was last time I was out, so. Oh wow, I'm in the opposite end of the whole thing. So I basically cut across the whole thing without going to the middle arc of the M. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Maybe I'll just call it here. Let me find a tree to stand under for a second. So I can properly end my video. That's unfortunate. I might take my time getting back to the car and just see if the rain lets up, and if it does, I might drive on to the next spot, because I would really like to do. I have plenty of time to do like 2 more hikes, I think, at least. Could probably do 3 or 4 short ones, but I could do 2 big ones like this, I think. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Sorry I had to cancel, sort of, because of the rain, but actually I kind of sort of finished the hike, but there's another the middle part of the M that I'd like to do someday maybe, but I'm pretty satisfied. I feel like I've basically finished it. So yeah, thanks for joining me. I will see you next time. It might not be today because of rain, but if it clears up, I'll be back in a while. All right, later.